Hey, yo, what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Matchmaker. Y'all already know, man. I got my guy with me, Sports Fanatic. Man, y'all see we about to get ready to
Let's
update
do it.
these rankings, man. Well, at least Fanatic, Sports Fanatic about to update his
Come on, man.
rankings. And
Fanatics,
I
hey.
think a lot of people ain't pleased about what this man got, the order that he have it in. Some of them said that he lost his mind, but we're gonna go to the poll at the end of the day. Then this is what I want y'all to do today, man. Give him a grade. We're gonna go off of the
Yeah.
letter grade, and we're gonna also go by his explanation to see why he got this
Mhm.
these records, these ratings, rankings, and we're gonna basically, see if he have a legit reason as to why he got certain teams in certain places. So we
Mhm.
gonna see tonight, man. Tonight, man, we need them letter grades for Sports Fanatic, and we gonna see how he do tonight. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little bit in a disagreement. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I'm a little bit in disagreement far
That's
as
crazy.
far as for these polls. Now, I can say some of the teams is cool, but far as the the place that he have him in, I kind of disagree. So we gonna see, man. Let's go ahead. Started off Sports Fanatic.
All right, y'all. It's time for Fanatics rankings, man. This what we gonna do. We gonna start at the top, man, with the number one team. There's no argument, right? Are we really debating this? There's no debate. We got the Fort Lauderdale Hurricane, man. Big zip, man. This is when it starts to get controversial, y'all. This when it starts to get a little controversial. Okay? When we start to get into the number two team in Fanatics top eight, and I guarantee y'all, after YNC, depending on how that go, Fanatics top eight might look a little, you know what I'm saying? That generation next, that the seal top eight might look a little bit like this, because just Fanatic is in tune with what's going on. But I got number two, ABA, man, that Atlanta Bulldogs Academy. Why do you got them at number two? Let me tell y'all why. How do I not? They knocked off a perennial national champion. They're the only ones to beat that team, and who remembers how long outside of the number one team. And in that game, they won the game in pretty convincing fashion. Yes, Lambeau had some turnovers. Yes, they did it on their own. But regardless, can you capitalize on the situation? ABA did that. We moving on. Number three. Don't chop my head off, but I had to go Osceola, man. Shout out to the Osceola Cowboys for being in Fanatics top eight, man. Y'all the number three team in the nation in the 12U. I know what y'all thinking. How can they be number two if we beat them? Let me explain. Let me explain. It was a really close game, right? Really close game. I feel like I have to give y'all credit for beating ABA, which is why I'm gonna slot y'all in at number three. But ABA won in uh uh a more dominating fashion. They beat Lambeau in a more dominating fashion. So I gotta give that next one to Lambeau. I would have loved to see y'all finish the tournament, but mere bag of shells at this point. Mere bag of shells. It don't even matter. Y'all gonna all see each other again. All of this will get squared out next week. But I really think their win just has a little bit more gravy and biscuits to it. It's got a little more gravy and biscuits to it, man. So I had to go with Osceola at number three. At number four, it's still Big Lambeau, man. It's still Big Lambeau. Do I think they're going to stay at number four? Absolutely not. Do I think they're going to stay at number four? Absolutely not. But they got to be penalized. I got to penalize you for losing the ABA, and ABA looked a little bit more dominating, right? Again, a lot of that was, self-infliction. But I'm not worried about if it's self-inflicted. I want to know, can you capitalize off somebody else mess ups? ABA did that in every fashion, as well as we got to give a big shout out because in that second half, they was dicing Lambeau up, man, right? They was dicing Lambeau up. So I gotta put you at number four because Osceola still beat ABA, so I can't have Lambeau sitting above a team that beat the team. Come on, y'all. I believe I came up with a fair way. Osceola, you cannot be mad at me. I think I came up with the fairest way to put y'all in this category. Come on, man. We got to keep it going. At number 5. At number 5, I got Texas Elite. Why? Y'all just don't know what's coming for y'all. Y'all better watch out for what Texas Elite got going on down there in Texas. They got grown men playing. I'm telling y'all, Fanatic is not bull jobbing. Do not be surprised if Texas Elite goes to YNC preseason next week and makes it all the way to the championship. The only reason they can't win it, they on the opposite side of the bracket. I believe. I could be wrong, but they on the opposite side of the bracket as Fort Lauderdale. And I don't care how grown you think you are. Fort Lauderdale got more grown men than Texas Elite. But shout out to Texas Elite. I'm telling y'all, bro. Texas Elite is coming. And if you sleep, I'm putting you on notice. They are not to be played with. They've been running Texas right now. They are literally down there running Texas, man. We're going to keep it moving, though. We're going to keep it moving to the number 6 team, the Alpha Dogs. The Alpha Dogs out of Orlando. Man, that team right there. That team right there has been playing a lot of dominant football, man. A lot of dominant football. They came to Southern Hospitality. They did what they were supposed to do. They putting up numbers. They showing out. Hey, man, I'm telling y'all, the Alpha Dogs are here to stay. Now, do I think they can beat some of those other opponents? I'm not sure yet. But the Alpha Dogs have proved themselves worthy by going up to Southern Hospitality in Georgia, handling business. They've been down there in Florida, handling business. Shout out to the Alpha Dogs, man. We see you. At number 7, I got the walk down gang, North Carolina Giants Elite. Fanatic. How you gonna have North Carolina at 5 or so before? Now you gotta send at 7. What's going on, man? Because Ken said that they should have been down there anyway, and all blah, 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 blah. Let me tell y'all something. This ain't National Sports Chat thing on rankings. He don't know what the hell he's talking about anyway. This is Fanatics Top 8. The only reason the North Carolina Giants got pushed down is because I got to penalize them for not playing in a major tournament outside of their state, right? All my other teams have played in some really great tournaments outside of their state. I want to say besides Texas Elite. And the only reason Texas Elite is not penalized is because everything in their state has been dominated. It ain't been no close games. They've been dominating. So I had to move North Carolina Giants Elite down, but I don't think they're going to stay there for long. I'm telling y'all, the North Carolina Giants will not stay at number 7 for long. It's going to be some moving furniture around this building because they are coming. Coach Brandy has said whoever wins YNC, she want them. That's what she said. I'm just the messenger. But the North Carolina Giants said, this is what they told Generation Next. This is what they told YNC. This is what they told Jonah and Clayton. I'm just Pony Express. They told YNC, whoever wins that preseason game, to find a way to set the game up because the North Carolina Giants want the winner. They will not be at number 7 for long. Y'all better watch out. And the very last team on my rankings, the North Philly Blackhawks. I don't want you to be there. Man. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I tried to find every reason not to put the North Philly Blackhawks on my list. And that's for Champ Cheese. That's for you, Champ Cheese. I tried to find every way possible that you don't make Fanatics Top 8. But I couldn't even hate. I couldn't even hate. North Philly is still one of the most dominant 12U teams in football right now. The only reason they're not higher on the list, North Philly usually starts picking up games later on. They usually become dominant as the season go on. When they don't, and I think they have to play in Northern Hospitality. Northern Hospitality hasn't happened yet, so that's the only reason North Philly ain't higher. I believe when North Philly goes and play in Northern Hospitality, it's gonna be a really, really good amount of teams there, and I believe that they're gonna come out, they're gonna win, and they're gonna force my hand to move them up the goddamn rank. In the words of the great Coach Pops, they gonna make me move them up to John Brown rankings. And I don't want to move them up to John Brown rankings. But unfortunately, I believe North Philly is one of the top 8 12U teams in the country, and the talent that they have, the coaching that they have, is undeniable. But I'm telling you, the day y'all slip, North Philly, I will be right there to remove y'all. I will be right there to take you off of Fanatics top 8. Don't slip. Do not slip. But how can y'all hate on this, man? At number 1, we got Lauderdale. Number 2, we got ABA. Number 3, we got Osceola. Number 4, we got Big Lambeau, not the little one. Number 5, we got Texas Elite. Number 6, we got the Alpha Dogs. Number 7, we got North Carolina Giants. And at number 8, we got the John Brown North Philly Blackhawks. What in the John Brown? What in the John Brown?
All right, you done, man? Because I'm tired of
Come
listening.
on, man.
I'm tired of listening.
Y'all
all right,
tell
first
Fanatics
of all,
you got it right.
now let's say something. It was I, Ken, who talked about the ABA as my sleeper team.
Okay.
What a coincidence. They're now on your number 2 list. It was I. It was me who talked about the Blackhawks. They on your list. It was me who said that I feel like Lambeau may lose one. I feel like once I seen them play, I said I feel like a team that can play versus them, that can pass the ball, they're going to have problems with based on the game that we saw. What happened? They played versus ABA, and then they had who? The person that I said, which is Zay Tiggy, right? Got him on the team. He ended up winning MVP. You told me it didn't matter. That's number 1. Number 2, I'm not gonna go with the fact that ABA is number 2. Although I had them as my sleeper team, I think they're gonna do very well for the season, but I'm not gonna put them above the team that actually beat them. I'm not gonna do that, especially since they left there undefeated. It ain't like they lost the game. They lost the game.
So hold on.
Yes, sir.
You want to put Osceola at number 2?
Osceola, honestly, I would have put them at about number maybe 3 to 4. I think there might be another team that may can be in front of them. I wouldn't even probably put them at the number 2. I'm just not putting ABA in front of them. I'm just not doing it.
Okay, so where ABA going? ABA. Where's ABA going though? So where's
ABA is like they could be like a top 5, maybe 6 type team, but I'm not gonna put them at the number 2. I'm just not gonna do that, bro. I'm not gonna even though ABA is a team that I told you they're gonna make a lot of noise. They're not a sleeper team no more. Now everybody should pay attention to them. Everybody understand what they can bring, what they can do. They beat Lambeau, right? Like you said, some of it was self-inflicted, but that team, more than any other team that they wanted to play, they was ready for Lambeau, which at the time I didn't believe so, but they was ready for Lambeau, and they showed you why. Because when they came, they saw, they conquered, they did everything that they were supposed to. They minimized certain mistakes. They did throw a few turnovers, but the defense was there to play, unlike they were for Osceola. So the thing is this, man. I'm not going to put a team in front of another team that actually lost to the team. I'm not going to do that. So that's the mistake. Maybe if you would have put Osceola at number 2, you know, ahead
Mm-mm.
of ABA,
Mm-mm.
then we probably would have been okay with some of your rankings. That's just honesty. You feel
How
what I'm
do
saying?
so? Where does Lambo go in your rankings? Because I can't put
Lambo,
Osceola
literally,
number
you
two.
put this is how the order you put Osceola, ABA, Lambo.
That's my order. Now
No,
you
no, no.
said
Your
you
order is
disagree.
ABA, Osceola, Lambo.
Okay, you said it should go Osceola, ABA, Lambo.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the order.
I'm not. I'm not.
That's number
I'm not
one. And
disagreeing
number two,
with
let me
that.
get
I'm
to
not
this.
disagreeing with that. That's okay. I can handle. I can take that.
Yeah,
I can
number
take that. I'm
two,
not mad at that.
number two, let me say this, right? How is the Bounty Boys not on there?
It's only 8 spots, brother.
How is the Bounty Boys
It's
not your
only
top 8?
spots. I can't take out anybody on it. Texas Elite is more dominant than the Bounty Boys. Sorry, Bounty Boys. Texas Elite is better. North Carolina Giants Elite has been very dominant when they played in their state. Right? They've won tournaments in their state. They've beat the second best team who was also ranked last year in their state. Right? Sorry.
So
I
if that
gotta
was the
leave them
case,
on.
then if the teams that were in their state is that important, why even move them from their spot?
Because I believe that
If they did,
Texas Elite looks more dominant than North Carolina Giants. They look more dominant. So I
yeah,
have to respect what Texas Elite is doing.
yeah, that's all it is, Coach Day. That he just don't mess with teams out there, the
That's
DMV teams,
crazy.
because other than
What are
that,
we
I see no reason.
What?
There's no explanation as to
What?
why they're not on there. There's no reason at all
You just
why
want
you
me to
don't
take
put the
off my North Carolina Giants, and
man.
I can't do that.
I'm saying, first of all, the Texas Elite got to do just a little bit more in order to sneak up in there. You
Your
basically
eyes. Your
you skip
eyes.
my eyes. What?
They deceive you, brother. Your eyes deceive you, brother. They
My
don't even
eyes ain't deceiving me. I'm just saying, bro. Look at this list, man. Look at it one more time. First of all, I'm not gonna jump Texas Elite, and you may have saw maybe one game versus with them, and now you just basically ready to put them at number one. You damn near probably thought about putting them at the number 2 spot,
This
and
is
then
crazy.
hey, I'm serious. You probably thought
It's
about putting them
crazy.
at the number 2 spot, and and basically remove some other teams away. And you probably wanted to put the NC Giants at the number 4 spot as well, and put Lambeau as 10. That's probably that's probably what you really wanted to do, but you didn't want them to,
This
to kill your rankings. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go, like I say, we're gonna do a letter grade based on your rankings. There are some teams or people that actually agree with your rankings, but you got more people that disagree. So we're gonna go to the rankings after the poll, after
Make sure y'all go vote. Make sure y'all go vote and let this man know that the problem probably was that y'all didn't see the whole rankings. Now that y'all have seen the whole rankings, it is very impossible to disagree with this. Now, I mean, we could draw straws over ABA and Osceola. I mean, that was a very tough decision for me to make. I mean, if we want to throw around who the number 2 and 3 team, eh, but to me, let's just be honest, man. When you talk, you're in the top 4. The positioning of it is mere bag of shells, y'all. It's a mere bag of shells. Mere bag of shells, right? Your 2, your 3, who cares? It ain't one, right? It ain't one, right? I think 1 is undeniable. If you have to make it undeniable if you want to argue. And I want the people to know. Don't come arguing with me about, oh, well, technicality this, technicality. If it's not undeniable, it can't be debated. That's the only way you can disagree. Everything else is like, okay, the Bounty Boys ain't on there. They could be the number 7. They could be the number 8. Okay, they could be the number 9 as well, right?
No.
That's not a debate. That's not a debate. Right?
Nah.
Is it not possible for them to be the number 9? I think the people would say, yeah, it's a possibility.
Okay, it's a possibility that that Miami Garden Ravens could have been on there.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's a
So,
possibility.
so it's a lot of teams. So right now, bro, what you doing? You just drinking the Kool-Aid. You
But
think that Texas
everybody
Elite?
can't
Matter of fact,
be in
who did Texas?
Fanatic.
Nope, nope. Who did Texas Elite beat to make
They
you say,
are
you
the
know what?
most dominant team in their state.
Who are
Anybody
they
in their
playing?
bro, they
You
played in
said that. Okay,
almost
you said that
every
about
tournament in
NC
their state.
Giants. You
They
said the
played
same thing
almost
about the NC
they played.
Giants.
But see, the difference is, man, the problem is your eyes don't work. I'm telling you. Anybody that's doubting what I'm saying about the 12U Texas Elite, if y'all think I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, if y'all think I'm telling y'all, go type their name in. And I want y'all to see how they have dominated in almost every tournament in Texas. But if you don't believe me, stay tuned.
Hey, Beef
Stay,
Marlowe 24 says
stay
he
tuned.
says this list trash NC Giants won't play a top team outside of their state. So what
It's
you
going,
say to that?
hey, hold up. Give me a chance to respond to that. I'm giving them 2 weeks. I'm giving them 2 weeks, y'all. I'm letting the YNC go, and we're gonna see who the winner is. And if the matchup ain't made by the next week, I'm done. I'm done. But I gotta give them time. I'm just relaying messages. I'm just relaying. All I can do is be a voice for the people. I'm a
Hey,
man of the people, y'all.
no,
And
he not.
the people have said that whoever wins that tournament next week, the North Carolina Giants has stated that they will be playing that team.
But why wouldn't
I'm
they just
just
put? Why wouldn't they just put themselves through the gauntlet? See, after they play all these teams, they gonna be battered and bruised. You feel
man,
what I'm saying?
these kids is not gonna be no dang on battered and bruised.
Man,
This
that's gonna be a hard.
ain't no
That's
domestic situation. They gonna
hey,
be just fine. They're gonna be
coach
able to play again.
Coach Nadab says he said ABA had one good drive the whole game. We dominated them the whole entire game. Now I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say y'all
Yeah,
dominated.
I wouldn't say
Y'all
y'all.
dominated the first half,
I was just about to say,
but
now the
I
first
wouldn't say the
half.
whole game.
Which, coach, I said that. Y'all don't be listening to me. I said that the ABA came out and had a better second half. They were able to dice y'all up in the second half. I personally don't believe they had one good drive. I believe they had quick drives, right? I believe they had one amazing drive, and everything else was able to build off of y'all mistakes. That's a part of football, right? Is it not a See, the problem is, man, I'm gonna be real with y'all. The problem is everybody. That's not an argument. They had one good drive. If you make a mistake, if you fumble the football, I pick the football up and I run down the other way, and nobody stops me. That's called being a playmaker, right? There are people who there are people who pick people up just because they a playmaker, man. They got a nose for the football. They able to sniff out a rat, get the ball, and go make a touchdown. So okay, we want to say their offense didn't have that many good drives, whatever. But they were able to play make when it was time to play make, because that is a part of football. We're not going to just focus on the offense. We're going to focus on defense, special teams, where y'all able to make a play when it was time to make a play. How did your D line play? How did your linebackers play? How did your quarterback look, right? I think we can say that the quarterback looked good. Now, do I think ABA needs to figure out what they're doing right there? Absolutely. Do I think ABA will stay the number 2 team? Absolutely not, right? But based on what they have done last week, I think we got to give it to them, y'all. They beat a Come on, coach. Come on, coach. Now, you know, if they beat y'all, we got to put them in the top 3, man. They beat y'all, bro. Y'all are perennial champions. Y'all done won a championship so long, I done forgot how many times y'all won it.
Yeah,
I
they
got
they
to
they
give them
won
that
quite.
credit.
But yeah, Miss Carr, the Lakers trash. That's all I can give you right now. They trash. But speaking like to be honest, man, I think you got some really good teams. It's finally good to see that I slow roll everything, and then you always come to my mercy.
That is
I
crazy.
told you about the ABA. I said that they was good. They got Zay, right? I told you they got Noah. I told you that they have one of the best linebackers. I told you that they're going to be able to compete this year. And you just told me that I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? You tell me that I'm tripping about the Bounty Boys. You telling me I'm tripping about North Philly Blackhawks. it's a lot of teams that you telling me that I'm tripping on, but you starting to be in of agreement with me, far as with the team that I select. Just come along, bro. Just start resisting and just say that you right. That's all I want you to do. Is just say that, bro, you are right about the majority of the things that you say. Now, I will say this for those who did not hear it in the back. I said this yesterday. I am now okay with Lambo, ATL Elite, Lambo, Tigers. I'm okay with that now. They need the Bessemer secondary
This man is
because
crazy,
I'm
man.
serious, man. They need that secondary. They need that defense because that's what Bessemer Tigers was. They was all defense. And if they can get those players on the defensive end on that team, then I can see Lambeau being able to bounce back. But right now, we gotta crown the kings, man. King ABA, King of Georgia. I don't know how long y'all gonna hold that title. I hope y'all learn from the Osceola loss. Y'all got to stop looking ahead of y'all opponent because that's exactly what they did. They looked ahead of what they had in the team that they had in front of them, and they basically bypassed them and they was focused on the ATL Elite Lambo, and that's probably the reason why they pulled out the tournament in Southern Hospitality because they wanted to play Lambo because they probably felt like they were going to be ducking. So they took the opportunity, they seized the opportunity, and they actually came out on top. So now they should be getting their just due. So the team that got to work on everything and bounce back and minimize their turnovers is Lambo, ATL Elite Lambo. They got to fix, that secondary, and they got to work on holding the ball, and they got to get that quarterback just a little bit more protection. If they can do that, they're going to bounce back. But knowing these things and knowing that a Fort Lauderdale is a passing team, it's going to be hard to foresee them beating a Fort Lauderdale. So I don't know. I damn near want to say Fort Lauderdale, it may be the winners. I don't want to say that, but that just might be the case because where they are weak at right now, I ain't gonna say weak, where they're not strong at,
Right, right, right.
Fort Lauderdale is. They have a great passing team and they can run the ball so they can mix it up. I don't see a close game. I don't see it, at least for right now, because they can match up with ABA because they have tall receivers, just like the receiver number 8. They have a good defense. They are big, and they're fast and physical. So, man, I can't wait to see these teams play. Fort Lauderdale, are they in the tournament?
Yes.
They are in a tournament. Okay, so man, I hope to see these games because man, we gotta get the answers. This is the year I don't want to go without understanding who's the better team. Now, right now, I gotta kind of jump off the train. Hey, Shamar Turner,
Oh
what's up?
Lord.
I gotta, I
What, what?
gotta, I right now, I gotta
See,
say,
once you off the train, stop trying to get back on, bro.
no, no, bro.
Don't
I'm
don't
saying
don't 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 do that.
no, no, it's not that, bro. It's basically I have to see improvement in the secondary.
That's crazy,
I
bro.
have to.
This man ain't never listened to see murder in his life, man. You supposed to ride down for my you know what's, man.
You said
Down
add
for
you.
your you know what's.
What's your IG?
Like, come
You
on,
want to
man.
talk? You want to talk some of this football? But nah, I'm just saying, bro. Like I'm not off the train, but what I'm saying is, bro, I right now I can't see them beating the Fort Lauderdale
I
right
agree.
now at this point because, like I say, man, they passed the ball a whole hell of a lot, and they struggle. Both teams struggle with the pass. ABA and the other team. What's your IG? Can't add you unless we send you a link. But yeah, so that's the thing, man. I feel like I, I feel like, man, that team that you say might be a team that can give some resistance, but I don't see them scoring on Fort Lauderdale a lot. But I can see Fort Lauderdale scoring on them a lot because the secondary. I don't think that they're as reactive as I would like to see them. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's as crazy as your list, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a crazy situation. I thought it was gonna be a foregone conclusion until I actually seen them play versus a team that actually is good enough to compete. And we seen that and they lost, bro. They gave up 28 points. And if they can give up 28 points to a team that's just now meshing, I can only imagine what Fort Lauderdale do. So let me see.
So
All right, go ahead.
basically, so basically, all I hear is you got. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna give you an opportunity first. What is my letter grade, bro? And you better not be disrespectful.
Champ Cheese gave you a Z already.
See,
He
Champ
gave
Cheese, I put Philly. What do I gotta do, bruh?
Champ
Champ,
Cheese gave you
Champ, come on,
he
bro.
gave
Let's
you
be
a
real,
Z.
bro. What do I got? Where should Philly be, champ? Where should Philly be, champ? Why don't we just put them at number one, champ Cheese? Huh? Why don't we just put them at number one? What do I gotta do to fix my list to get a respectable grade from you, man? Because at this point, I done flunked out of school messing with you, champ. I done flunked out of school, bro. So what do I need to do to get a respectable grade from you, man? Because I put the dang on Philly Blackhawks on the list. What
Man,
is it?
it's where you place them. See, the thing is, the fact that Lambo went up, um, it's like you push other teams that were on that list up as well.
We gotta show respect to the individuals that has been outside and that has accomplished something. Do I believe this list will stay where it's at? No. I do not believe that ABA will be the number 2 team in the nation after next week. I don't believe that, y'all. I'm just gonna be real. I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But we're talking about today. When I give y'all my YNC preseason list picks next week, it's going to shock y'all. But I got to go with what has happened today, not what happened, what could happen. But I got to go with how things look today. Today, Texas Elite looks like they're going to go down to YNC and smack some folks around. I'm telling y'all right now. And y'all gonna go, I'm gonna go into detail next week when we talk YNC preseason. But Texas Elite is gonna go down to YNC Panama, smack some teams all around the yard. Because I'm telling y'all, they are grown. These are boys. These are boys. Texas Elite is grown men. They are really finna put on for Texas, and they finna show y'all what Texas football and what down south football is all about. Champ Cheese, since you want to give out Z's,
Hey,
I can,
I'm just saying, Champ Cheese is
champ,
only being fair. He's only
champ,
being fair, bro.
champ. I can't wait for Philly to mess. The day Philly messes up, we're going live, and I'm gonna have new rankings that night. That night. But for some reason, y'all won't slip up. Y'all won't slip up, champ. Y'all won't slip up. But it's 12 you now, champ chief. It's 12 you. You can't keep running. Y'all gonna slip up this year, champ chief. Y'all gonna slip up this year. Everybody slips up at 12 you, champ. It's time. It's time.
Hey, elite football. He says, imagine if the South teams came up north to play in our element. So I guess he felt like they can get that work. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, maybe if we came in November. If we came in November. If we come now, smacking y'all around the yard, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
So you
If the
ain't
South,
getting a chance.
no, it would be competitive games because up north teams play hard. They give a lot of effort. You can win a lot of football games with just mental toughness and effort and busting your butt. So I ain't gonna even sell them short. They play every time I see a team pass freaking Virginia, South Carolina, whatever play, they play the game a lot harder sometimes than we play in the South. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, but the talent level is just not the same.
Hey, Champ Cheese said them down south teams can't play in the cold.
I know football not see y'all remind me of my brother, Coach Denzel. Football not meant to be played in the cold, man. My dog
Oh,
played in
oh, it
Iowa.
ain't.
He played in Iowa, and I don't know how football's not meant to be played like that. Football not meant to be played in snow, and when you blow your breath, you can see it, and no, man. Football. That's why YNC is in Miami. Okay, football is made to be played under the sunshine in 80-degree weather, and feeling amazing. That's how football with the wind blowing with good breezes. It's not meant for it to be so cold. You got to wear ski mask and you got to have heaters on the sideline. Football shouldn't be played like that, y'all. And I really feel bad that y'all got to play football in those conditions.
Hey, Arkansas. He said Arkansas Lions. Hey, what's up, Coach Tim?
See, that's an
Hey,
Arkansas.
boy, what up?
Football shouldn't be played like that, Arkansas, because y'all get a little bit of that too. I'm sorry, y'all got to go through that. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
they just saying basically y'all ain't got the mental fortitude to do it. You ain't got the guts.
I mean,
Y'all ain't got yeah.
would we
Yeah.
come up there and still win? Yeah. But y'all could compete a little bit. You would compete better playing us in November up north than y'all would playing us in December in the South. Because maybe y'all bodies don't know how to get readjusted to great weather. But I mean, but y'all don't have to live like that. Y'all don't have to live like that. Come on down to the South. It'll make you faster because you can be outside more. The kids can get a lot more speed. It ain't got to be tractor trailers all the time trying to run everybody over. Just letting y'all know you don't got to play football like that.
Hey, Coach Brandy said NC Giants 6U to 12U smacking everything.
Oh my God. I believe the eights. I believe the nines. I believe the 12s. I'm starting to keep my eye on y'all eights. I'm starting to keep my eye on y'all eights. Now 6 to 12, I don't know about that. But 9 and 12, yes. 8, I got my eye on you. See, I'm in the trenches this year, man. I'm in the trenches with y'all this year, man. I don't have no dream chasers to follow around. I'm in the trenches. I know what's going on. I'm keeping my ear to the streets. Champ, I don't care what you say. I'm bringing that man, and we going to find a way to Philly. And I want a cheesesteak. I want the best cheesesteak in Philly. We're coming to Philly. We want to see the North Philly Blackhawks play. And it better not be no Lulus.
Hey, man. He said Osceola is the best in the nation. But I'll say this, man. This is a little update as opposed to the rankings that he had previously. I was just curious as to who he believed was the top 12 teams. We should have did a 10, but like he said, he don't like to do the honorable mentions and all that other stuff.
Come
But
on,
it ain't
man.
no honorable mention to me. I
Ain't
think
no
when we
man.
do the top 10,
And once
hey,
I go to 10, then I might as well go to 12. And I should go to 15. And I should go to 20. The
hey,
next
I
thing you know,
send you
my
the
list
link,
will turn into
Shamar.
50. Then it
Check your
turned into
DM.
50.
He said, Coach says, did y'all make y'all prediction for YMC
Next year, next
season?
week, next week, next week,
Nah,
next week,
not yet.
next week. He needs more time. He
Who
needs
need
more
more
time.
time? Don't put that on me.
Me,
Don't. Hey,
Fanatic, I could give you an in-depth breakdown right now because I'm from a lot of teams that I said was the big dogs are already going to YNC. Right. It's a lot of teams I said was big dogs going to YNC. See, I wish I could go once I
see
get
you
past
can't
that.
see you can't lie to Coach Tim
Oh,
because he was here when I talked about ABA. He was here when I said Bounty Boys. He was here when I talked about North Philly Blackhawks. Right. What's the other team? Where did RCU go?
okay. So RCU is totally done with me. I don't know where RCU at. I don't know if they plan. I think some of their kids might have went to Texas Elite. I ain't standing on that hard, but I don't know nothing about RCU. They don't know if they still got a team. I can't figure it out. But guess what? If I ain't heard about you, you ain't hitting on a tang. You ain't hitting on a ting, man. You can be hitting on nothing. Sorry, no I see you in the Fanatics rankings.
Okay, all right. So I was just wondering, you know what I'm saying? Like I haven't heard much about them either. So you might be right. They may not have another team. Just like I found out Bessemer, Tigers don't have another team.
Mhm.
I found out a couple of people don't. Um, yeah, man, you gotta let the audio play. I mean, accept the audio, allow it, and then allow the camera. So you should be able to get in after that. But yeah, man. So now only thing there's left to do, right, is to there's a couple things to do. We need y'all letter grade from A to
Hey
B.
man,
I mean
come on, man.
from
Don't even start
from
playing on the top either, man.
hey,
Don't
we
be
need
playing
some
on the
letter
top.
grades, man. We need some letter
Let's
grades.
be respectful.
What do
That's
y'all
all
give
I
Fanatic
ask.
for his list? We need F being the worst, A being the best. Okay. Once we figure that out, we're gonna read that because like to me, I'm gonna give it a C plus. That's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal
B.
opinion. I think the
I mean,
list
that's what's crazy. That's the highest grade you've given me so far. That is ridiculous,
a
bro.
C plus.
Yes, bro.
I gave you
Usually,
that last time, huh?
no, you gave me a C minus.
A C minus.
A
Yeah,
C
man.
minus.
C plus. Okay, you moving up in the
I've been a
world.
C minus, D, and F so
Yeah,
far.
you're moving up in the world.
That
So
is
you know what I'm
crazy,
saying? Congratulations to that. Progress. There's always something that can be made.
right?
Other than that, let me
This
see.
is
Coach Tim, he says Clayton and Jonah should be finishing the brackets tomorrow. Yeah, so we'll tune in. Hey, Shamar, I can't add you until you log on. So once you able to log on, then I can add you. But let's see what they saying, man, because you getting cooked on
Are you what?
you getting cooked.
How?
You
See,
getting
the
cooked.
problem is, bro. We can argue
Hey,
5
walk
to
them
7 minutes.
down. Gave you a C plus.
That's
Uh,
wow. C plus
yeah,
is
C, yeah,
crazy.
C plus, and I'm just now seeing it.
I should at least be at B plus, y'all. We
A
gonna be
B.
honest, bro. If you're not talking B plus, then I gotta think you biased. If you're not giving me a B plus, you are biased. Cause 2 and 3, cool. We can argue that. We can argue 2 and 3. We can argue 2 and 3, right? We want to argue North Philly should be 6 instead of 8, whatever. We can argue that. Mere bag of shells. Mere bag of shells. That's not C plus worthy. That's B plus worthy. Hey, I like the list. It could just be some rearranging, maybe 1 or 2 spots up and down. Mere bag of shells, y'all. Mere bag of shells. There's no need to be arguing over that. That's mere bag of shells, right? So let's just focus on the right teams is on the list.
Oh, so Coach CJ just taught me something I didn't know. Texas Elite is RCU.
Exactly.
Okay.
With added players. With added players. Texas Elite is even better than RCU was because now they've added more people to it.
Okay.
Well, I
So they
said, with me lately, if I say RCU went over to Texas Elite, oh no, they didn't. They took 3 kids. They ain't go over there. So now I can say, Coach CJ said, this is what the people said.
uh
RCU is Texas Elite. Now, RCU is Texas Elite. Like I said, I ain't want to say it because every time Fanatics say, yeah, I believe RCU went over there to, create Texas Elite. No, that ain't what happened. They saying we didn't did this and we ain't did that. We ain't did that. We took 10 kids and a coach. And now all of a sudden, man, y'all is what y'all is, bro. So shout out to Texas Elite, formerly known as RCU, but we're gonna give y'all what y'all real name is. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. Texas Elite is scary, bro. Like, I'm not bull jiving with y'all. If you have not, before anybody in the comment section or whatever coach or whatever say, I don't care about, just go watch them, bro. They're not playing Lulus in Texas. They're not playing scrub team. They are playing quality teams in Texas. Please go watch Texas Elite and go see what they look like. I'm telling y'all, bro, they are tough. They are tough, bro. And the videos that they got out don't even do them justice, bro. I've been keeping in contact with a few of the players, talking here and there, and I'm telling y'all, bro, they are coming to YNC to stand on business. In my king voice, stand on business. I gotta get
Well,
an
they
A.
was a
Somebody has
good
had to
team.
give me an A,
They
bro.
they they was a good team. So if that, I'm not that mad about that decision then. But yeah, Shamar, man, you got to learn how to get in here, man. Because other than that, I can't let you in. Only way I can let you in is if you bypass everything, and then I can let you on. Now I know who you are. I know who you are. Just have somebody help you get into the system.
I can't believe
Yeah.
that y'all is just y'all not giving me no credit on the IG.
Yeah, you ain't getting no credit, man. None. But it anyway, man. So I'll say this. Yesterday, we didn't even really get to break down the game. I just want to see what you thought. You gotta figure that out, man. It should be easy. It
What do
should
you
be easy.
what do you want me to start at?
Well, just the game in general, because I seen
Which
it.
one?
The Boyton and TMJ. We didn't get to about them. We talked briefly about them, but we didn't really get to talk about them yesterday.
Hey,
At least about the breakdown of the game. So what was your thoughts on it?
I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all, bro. I told y'all Boynton wasn't nothing to play with, bro. I told y'all Boynton would bounce back. I truly believe that game with Sunnyland, Boynton was too amped up, right? It was a very personal game. They really wanted to win. This was like a rivalry type of thing for them. I think that they got into that, and they didn't lose the game in a. They weren't dominated. Boynton wasn't dominated. They remind me of the ABA Osceola game. Like they weren't
Mm.
dominated. A team just won. But shout out to Sunnyland for handling business. But what they did to TMJ, hey man, for all the kids that's never seen Martin, when the Hitman Hearns came and they had the box because of Gina, I want y'all to type in Martin Boxing on YouTube. Martin Boxing on YouTube. That's what happened when the Boynton played TMJ. It was bad. Right? It was bad. Big old knots everywhere. Right? Martin Boxing on YouTube. Because Boynton was dominant from the jump, from defense to offense to special teams. The way they ran the ball down their throat. Their quarterback made amazing plays the whole game. They wide receivers showed up. They running backs showed up. They looked so good, bro, that Zero didn't even look like the best player on the field, bro. Zero didn't even look like the best player on the field, bro. So it's just like I'm telling y'all, bro, Boynton is something to be respected and not to be played with. I hope that Boynton just stays focused. Whatever y'all got going on with players and all that, fix that ish. We don't need no distractions. Boynton is in line to do the impossible. I tried to tell you that TMJ wasn't ready. Boynton had already beat that team last year anyway. I told you, bro.
Hey, I knew Joe Mack was coming out there. He was somewhere close. Soon as you
I
start
told
talking that Boyton.
I told you. I
So
told you what Boynton was gonna do. I told you were wrong again. And
no,
I
I'm
want
not
a
wrong.
public apology.
I think they might go back. It's not me being wrong.
Public apology first for being wrong.
I think TMJ is a good team. It's just that that's why I wanted to give the breakdown. TMJ looked rattled. They look like the moment was too big for them. Um, one thing that I must say though, they still get acclimated amongst each other. You know, like there are two teams that merge. So basically, what they're doing is they're experiencing what Lambo is experiencing at this moment. I think they're gonna bounce back, and that's just personally. But right now, You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't give me nothing to hope for, for being able to beat the top teams. But I'll say that they will be a good team. I think they will still end up at battle. I still think that they will beat a couple of more good teams. But when it comes to what Boynton brings, man, with number 0, number 9, the quarterback number 10, the defense, man, it's just too much. They're proving to me that they are really above what they display versus Sunnyland. I think honestly what it was that they basically went in there thinking that they were just going to, overpower them and that they were just going to play a mediocre game and still pull it off. So I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't lose another game until they play Rare Breeze. And that's just personally. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, man, it was they couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop the passing. They made a lot of turnovers, um, fumbles. Number 21 couldn't get going. So everything that was going on basically went against what I'm used to seeing from TMJ versus the other teams. And then the fact that TMJ beat Sunnyland, it just lets you know that they are a legit team, but they played the big dogs. You feel what I'm saying? They played somebody that's
Okay.
very experienced in the youth football world. So they came with a mediocre game plan, and on top of that, that 2 hour delay. So
Okay.
yeah,
So can I help you out here? Can I help
yes,
out?
sir.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Boynton because National Sports Chat, was wrong. You guys won the game despite me saying that I think TMJ was going to win, and I was wrong. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, that was me talking.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I showed you because nowhere did you admit that I was wrong. Shout out to Boynton for winning because National Sports Chat, was wrong. You guys won, and I predicted wrong.
Yeah, this is exactly. And then this is the other thing too with TMJ. They haven't lost. That was their first loss. And like Joe Max says, TMJ is good. They got to regroup mentally, and that's the thing. We got to see how they bounce back. Once you play a team and you lose like that, it can sometimes play on the mental to the point where they don't believe anymore. So hopefully they understand that, in practice they got to work a little bit harder, and they just got to, play to their best of their capabilities, because right now it just looked like Boynton was just super unstoppable. And like I say, man, number 10, you and I did a comparison with him, and we already determined how good that young man is. So it displayed when they played versus TMJ. They just was overshadowed, man. They got all 50-50 balls. Um he was running the ball. I think he made smart decisions. He basically did everything that he wanted to do, and he was successful at doing it. So, man, that's a really good. Hold on. He says, "Can I
Oh,
give you a shout out?" He
oh,
said, "Can I give you a shout out to the OTF Grizzlies?" Now, I
shout out to
heard.
Grizzlies. Shout out to y'all, man. OTF Grizzlies, I put my fan on because I believe that man over there is sweating. He is
Sweating,
sweating
sweating on
because
what?
he has still yet to say, shout out to the Boynton Beach Bulldogs because I was wrong. Is there a problem with you admitting that you were wrong, sir?
Oh, I'm always admit when I'm wrong, which
But
is
you
not
have
often.
not admitted it this time
Hold on, let me get some
that you
clarification
were
on this.
wrong.
Joe Max says they played another game after that, and TMJ offense still didn't score a point. Hold on, wait. Who played again after that? TMJ in Boynton?
Boynton can play TMJ 10 out of 10, and 9 out of 10, Boynton is going to win. The other one It's because everybody tired, sleepy, hungry, ready to go. So here, let's just let TMJ win this game. They just this just not a good matchup for them.
Yeah, I can
What
see
Boynton,
that.
what Boynton does is just not be. It's not a good matchup for a lot of people. What Boynton can do, they can do every. And their quarterback is we got an electric quarterback. Then you have electric running back. It is. I mean, then you got wide receivers that can catch. You got athletes all around the field. Like you got just straight dog. They're dogs, bro. They are dogs. Literally, the Boynton Beach Bulldogs. They are dogs. Sorry, it's not even close.
Oh, he said TMJ.
You were wrong, sir. You were wrong. You thought that TMJ was going to come in there and do something to my boys. You believed in the trade man, Jackson. I believe in them too. I believe long term they are going to be a good team. They remind me of a Maryland Heat type of team last year. They're going to go, they're going to be dominant. They're going to have an opportunity to win. But ultimately, if you run into the dogs, you're going to lose every time, bro.
Hey
You're
man.
going to lose every time, bro. I'm sorry, bro. We just ain't scared of no Jags. We just ain't.
Anyway, man, you know, you win some, you lose some. In my case, you win a little, and I mean,
But you
you
live.
lose a little, but you win a lot.
You
You
live
know,
right today.
but the one thing that I will say, man, the 12U is stacked. I can't wait for them to finish. The teams, we'll give y'all our breakdown. We'll let y'all know who we think gonna win it. I know 9U. I can't wait. 12U, as you can see, is also stacked. Now, I know there are some people that, Sports Fanatics snub, but y'all gonna get there. He gonna come along. Y'all see I've been slow rolling everything to the point where he come along.
No
Just so
snubs.
happened the latest is ABA, because I've been talking about ABA, and he did all this, didn't believe
You
in nothing that
got
they
to
say.
win. You gotta look good, man. You gotta look. You want me to get there and go and put you out in the atmosphere, man. I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna see. Because a lot of teams I even talked about earlier, go back and look at the videos that I said these teams is good and all that. They are in YNC preseason. From Bullet Academy to Havoc. It's a lot of teams that I put that initial on, man. I put that
Put your
initial
stamp
on.
on it.
And now they outside. And I'm telling y'all, they gonna make noise. But the team that's the scariest right now, that nobody is talking about, is Texas Elite. That team right there is freaking scary, bro.
So knowing that that's RCU, where are you placing them now? If you can redo your
They gonna
place.
stay right with a
So
freaking hit.
no, because we could put them at that number 2 spot.
No,
No. So you say,
no,
okay, so you say ABA beat them.
no, no. I'm saying as of right now,
You had
based
them at
on what
4
has
or 3. You had them at number
based
3.
on what has happened, they are
Oh
number
my
four.
God.
They're number four. Based on what has happened in the preseason, I'm going to have to put them at number 4.
You
I have
had them at number 3, sir. When you talked about RCE, you had them at number 3.
absolutely
So yeah, behind Lambo. Lambo lost. So why wouldn't you put them at number 2?
no. Lambo has still played in bigger things. They still have accomplished more so far in preseason. They've still played. They've been dominant themselves, right? Yeah, they took a loss, but they took a loss to a team that we believe is going to be amazing. There ain't a team
You didn't
better than
believe that at
there
first.
ain't a team. Whoa. I
Yo,
said I
you
have to
didn't
see them
believe that. You didn't
play.
believe
I have
in
to see them
ABA.
play.
Oh my
See,
God, bro.
you believe in crowning people because they go out and they go get Joe Schmo and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They go
Okay.
get
And how did
Shadrach,
it
Meshach.
turn? How
They
did
go
it
get
turn? How
Shadrach,
did it
Meshach,
turn
and
out?
Abednego, and you all some believe that we should just crown them as the best.
How did it turn
No,
out? How did it turn out? I know the pieces that they got.
that's
How did
amazing.
it turn out?
That's amazing.
You
But
got
they
them at
gotta
your number
still
2,
put
right?
it together.
I'm telling you, bro,
They gotta put it together.
this is a team that I'm thinking highly of, bro. I knew it was we had RCU at the number 3 spot.
We did.
Okay. So if they at the number 3 spot and you find out that they have a different name, it's okay to put them at the number 2 spot now because you had them at the number 3. They
How
didn't do
can I
nothing to
put
lose it.
them above a team that's actually beat the number 2 team? Then I can't put that team above the team because Osceola beat that team. But then I'm still not going to discredit Lambeau because there ain't a tournament that Texas Elite has played in that's tougher than Warzone or the Lambeau tournament. There's nothing they've done tougher than that in the same month. They played in this in the same month. In the same month, they had Lambeau's tournament, tough tournament, to turn around and then play in Warzone again to turn around and not go to YNC preseason. No, man, I'm going to credit Lambeau for being outside. I got to. I got to credit them for being outside and taking the tough matches. Shout out to the big Lambeau, man. I'm not going to discredit them no matter what the people.
Oh, I'm not
I will
discrediting
never be
Lambeau.
knocked off my pivot again.
Hey, I'm not discrediting Lambeau. Lambeau still my team. I still think Coach Howard is one of them guys. Once he understand personnel, I believe that he's going to be good. I believe that. You feel what I'm saying? I just knew the pieces that ABA got were really good pieces. So I knew that they were going to be a good team. I knew that. I told you about Osceola. You told me that's what you did. You went just like that when I told you about Osceola. 2 teams that you now have 2 and 3. Yes. Yes. 2 and 3. 2 of the teams that I was talking about. Now you had them 2 and 3. But anyway,
Hey man,
man.
shout out to Big Osceola, man. Shout out to the Cowboys, man. Big Cowboys, man. Shout out to this whole Central Florida, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Hey, I don't think Coach Brady feeling me right now. It's all good though. In due time.
In due time, it's
Now
coming.
hold on. See, because here's the thing, though, Coach Brandy. He has to show me. He has to put you guys through the same criteria that he put everybody else through. He keep
What
talking.
haven't they done?
I know, sir. I'm talking. You keep putting, literally, you keep putting the teams that I told you that were good, right? You keep putting them through a rigorous test. And then when it comes to the team that you love, the person that you keep talking about is the number 2 team that all of these teams on this list will beat in their state. That's the only thing that they got to do in order to prove to you that they belong on this list. Nah, bro, you not about to keep putting my teams that I said that you need to watch out for under the gauntlet and then basically not give them any type of recognition or credit, right? Just like you do for the 9U, and then just think that I'm just going to accept your team. No, they got to do the same thing that you making my team do. You feel what I'm saying? Just like now, like I said, it's 2 teams for sure. 4 teams. I don't know how you don't got the Bounty Boys on here, but 4 teams that you now have on your list that I basically told you about that you wanted to discredit. You feel what I'm saying? And you don't even want to move 2 of them. You don't want to move ABA. You don't want to move Osceola. You don't want to move, like, bro, you don't want to put Osceola in front of ABA, and they beat ABA.
I can't do it.
You can't, bro. Wow.
I can't
This
do
is
it, dog.
crazy. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I think you got the C grade, C plus.
That's crazy. What did the people say, man?
All
What
right,
did the
man,
people say, man?
let's
Can I
see.
please get my freaking my percentages?
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead. Let's
Hey,
go
hey,
ahead,
Coach
man.
Shaw, Coach Shaw. We don't care what this man rankings is. We don't care about national sports chat rankings. That man don't know how to rank. The only
The
rankings on
best in the
this show
business.
is the Fanatics top 8. If it ain't Fanatics top 8, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. We might have to call Jonah and Clayton. We might have to call the Seal. Because what we might have to start going by, we might just have to go by Fanatics. Right? I think my ranking is the only ranking out there that is just, you can't poke holes in it to be real. You can't poke holes in it. Coach Shaw, I'm just you can't poke holes in Fanatics rank. That man's rankings, bull jive. Okay, bull jive. Fanatics rankings, I'm telling you, Coach Shaw, you don't want that man's rankings. It's gonna make your head hurt. You're gonna be just you're gonna need we're gonna have to just pull out the fan. You see, I pulled out the fan. See, when he talk, you're gonna have to pull out your fan and you know what I'm saying, wave it all around because you're gonna get hot. You're gonna get hot because it's like it just don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense.
Out of 378,
Come on.
52% says yes, you're crazy.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And then 20% says that you're not crazy.
Shout out to that 20%.
And then 28% says they actually like your rankings.
Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh.
You still lost?
48% of the population knows what the hell they're talking about. But the other 52%, hey man, those are the ones that, you know what I'm saying, still got outhouses and stuff, man. There's nothing we can do about that fight. Those people, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't know no better. They don't know what's going on in the world. They don't know nothing about youth football. Okay? Those are people who are delirious and they're confused. But Fanatic is here to help.
All right, I'm gonna give you my top 5, coach. I'm gonna give you my top 5 though. I still got okay, so I got Fort Lauderdale, Texas Elite. Then I got Osceola, ABA, then Lambeau. Top 5. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, sir.
What the hell has Texas Elite done to stay at number 2?
What has they done to go to number 5?
Okay. We have to hold up, Coach Shaw. You got to count my 28 and you got to count my other. You got to count the no and the one below the no. Because those are both still technically positives for me. Now, I believe that the teams like Red Breed, 13U,
okay.
they're the type of teams that don't got to play, and we can leave them at number 1 because they are perennial champions. They are champions through and through. At the end of the day, if Red Breed decided they don't want to play the YNC preseason, they don't got to play the YNC preseason. RCU was good last year. They were actually great. We'll say they were great. RCU was great last year, but they didn't win the championship, right? And they didn't win a championship the year before. They did not win the championship the year before or the year before. So
Hey,
at this
see
point,
how I slow roll this dude, because
at
that
this
was
point,
not his argument when
at
we
this
first
point,
did the rankings. That
that
was
was
not your
weeks
argument.
ago. That was weeks ago.
No, it ain't
Now
no.
we've had
Yo, you don't
multiple
get to
tournaments.
change. You don't get
We've
to
had
change.
Warzone. We've had Southern. We've had Lambeau. Come on, bro.
Hey,
We've
y'all
had
see,
so
I'm
many
so
tournaments.
nice with it that my argument in the beginning still outdates his new argument. You
Come
feel what I'm
on,
saying?
bro.
Like it's
That's
look.
crazy.
I'm saying
We
this.
played tournaments.
This is what I'm saying, bro. If you want to keep it the way that you are, that you have it, you gotta put Osceola in front of ABA. So in your rankings, you will have it. You supposed to have it, right? According to your rankings. Let's go ahead and look at it one more time, right? Let's just look
One
at it
was
one
a
more time.
blowout.
Okay,
The
according
other
to
was
your
a close
rankings,
game.
you supposed to have. Let me get rid of that. You supposed to have Fort Lauderdale. You swap out ABA in Osceola, right? And then you can go from there. Okay, yes, you can still leave RCU where they are. But
Listen,
if you
mere
want to
bag of
go off,
shells.
huh?
Mere bag of shells. Number 2, number 3, 3-2. It doesn't matter.
Now it matters.
It doesn't matter.
It
If they would still end up probably playing each other right now if we went to YC 2-3-1-4. Mere bag of shells,
if
bro.
you just beat somebody, right? And like, let's say, for instance, the one time that you beat me, let's say the one time that you beat me after always losing on the show, the debate,
One
the one time that you beat
wild.
me, okay? you expect yourself to actually be ahead of me, right? Because you won that debate. That's the same thing, bro. If a team they played the same exact amount of minutes, they
Okay.
played in the same game, right?
Okay.
They played amongst each other. And
Okay.
the team that came out was the team that you got behind the team that lost. So don't you see the problem? I don't care if they beat Lambeau because who's to say that Osceola wasn't gonna beat Lambeau?
What? That's not what happened. See, that's the problem. You like to play this. You like to
No,
play this. Osceola could have, would have, should have, but they did not play the game. And for whatever reason, cool. Whether I agree or disagree, I don't even care about it at this point. They did not stay to play the game.
they
Whose fault is
beat
that?
the team.
It doesn't matter
Oh,
to me.
it
That to
matters.
me, because guess what? I don't have Sunnyland above Boynton. I don't have Sunnyland above Boynton.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah,
think
yeah. Oh
Boynton
no, no, no.
is above Sunnyland.
No. I'm gonna get you on that too. I'm
Like
going.
so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I
at the
seen
end of
that,
the
but
day,
we not talking about that yet. You know what I'm
because
saying?
one,
But
it's
yeah,
all about because once one team beat okay. Now when things are close, I got to start looking at you know what was more dominant, who looked better in his win, what was the points, what was this, what was that, who did you beat? Cool,
all
y'all
right.
beat them. I
Checkmate.
respect what you're saying, but at the end of the day, when they play Lambeau, ABA has a wider win margin than what Osceola did. But I don't want to just two,
Hey,
three, three, two. It don't matter to me. They can go to two. ABA can
hey.
go to three. Hell, it don't matter. I'm
Okay.
just saying
Okay.
to
Now give them
me,
they just doing public. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I've
Osceola,
been.
go ahead.
Listen, listen,
Osceola,
listen,
if y'all
listen.
want to be two, it don't. Because to
Nah,
me,
see,
if you
you
ain't one, it
always
don't
doing
matter.
that. That's how y'all know when it's a
If
team that
if
I
it ain't
pick.
one, it don't matter. But if we want to argue about who's two and who's
So
three,
let me all
that's
right. So here,
fine.
all right. So here's the last question I want to ask you. Who got the better record?
From the weekend.
No, who got the better? Who got the
From the
better
weekend.
record? Who got the
Because if we're
better
going
record?
by from the weekend, then technically we don't know got it back because one went 2-1, the other one went 2-0.
Okay, so the one that went
One
2-0.
played three
Hold on,
games
no,
and
no,
the other
hold on,
played
hold
two
on,
games.
hold on. If you look at the standings, one team played three games, and the
Mm-hmm.
other one played two. Who would they
Mm-hmm.
have in front?
Well, you would put the team that played three games. The other team only played two games.
They got one loss. They ain't both undefeated.
Yeah, but the other team didn't finish. The other team tapped out.
Listen,
That technically
listen,
that's a
listen,
forfeit.
listen, listen, listen.
Technically, hold up. Let's be real now. Let's be honest. Technically, they forfeited, right? Because they left the
Oh,
tournament.
30-0?
Technically, they left the tournament, right?
Who you talking about? The team that
Osceola.
no,
Osceola
no,
left
no.
the
The
tournament.
lights went off. What you talking about?
No. The Osceola finished Warzone.
No, they did not.
They left the tournament. I can't even argue for a team that left the tournament. I don't care what the reason. Play the damn game, man.
Oh
Play the damn
wow.
game. I don't care if y'all play the same team 5 times. Play the team 5 times and win. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, bro. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. I
That wasn't your opinion.
understand.
See, look,
This is my
that's
because
why I'm
now I
glad I
slept
talked
on
to
it
you when you got
again.
11.
I slept
That
on it
wasn't your
again.
opinion. You
I
slept on
slept
it.
on it again. But I'm like, you know what?
Wow.
Play the damn game.
That what
As
wow.
I'm doing the rankings, and I realized Osceola made everybody else's job harder by not playing the damn game. So
How
now
did
y'all
they
make
make
my job
everybody
harder.
else's job harder?
Because now we got to argue two or three, two or three, two or three, two or three. We got to argue that. And as
Hey,
me, as you know, I'm a man of the people, so I do my due diligence.
just know
Those,
that won't age well. Just know
I
that.
call those that understand this youth football and understand the game. As I get on the phone, ring, 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 and I make my calls, and I say, hey man, what you think about this? Hey man, what you think about this? I got the same argument. I wish they would have just played the game. It makes it a little bit easier to have the debate, but you can't leave the tournament. ABA goes on to win said tournament, and then we say, well, they probably could have won too if they would have. Okay, well, hell, maybe so. I believe they could have won, but they didn't, right? So I'm not going to slight the team that stayed beat the number 2 team and won because the other team felt that they was done this type of way. That's like, okay, cool. I can't get caught up in that because we talking about rankings in football. Right? I ain't gonna get caught up in the politics side. I'm talking rankings and football. I don't care
All right, so let
about
me
no
give you
politics.
the scenario because coach called me. Coach talked to me. So if you was gonna play a team at a certain time and then had to play an hour after that, would you have done it?
If I was gonna play a team
Be
at a
honest.
certain time and we played an hour after that,
Y'all
what
had
is
to
the
play an
reason?
hour after that.
What is the reason that we're playing an hour? Is it because of weather? We behind on
No,
the
because you
schedule.
gotta play ABA at a certain time,
Okay, and then we
and
gotta
then
play Lambeau
you
1
gotta
hour
play
later.
1 hour later. Are you okay with that?
Nah, because we're gonna probably take a L. We're too tired. We too tired. We're gonna probably take a L. You know what I'm saying? I agree. I agree with the reasoning. I can agree with it, right? I can understand it. I've said it a million times. I can understand it. But I cannot get caught up in the politics of it, right? We can't. I just feel like it does because then I feel like, bro, that's coaching and freaking organizers and you know what I'm saying. That means I feel like I'm also sliding another. I'm sliding another. At the end of the day, somebody gonna get slighted because we can also say that's unfair to ABA kids. Because at the end of the day, what does this have to do with ABA kids? That don't have nothing to do with them. They didn't make the schedule. They're just playing who's in front of them. You know what I'm saying? So that means now I got to slight their kid. Somebody's gonna get slighted, whether it's ABA or Osceola. Somebody got to get slighted. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to slight. And Osceola, I would love to slight ABA. I would love it because that's his team. That's his team. So I would love to slight ABA. That's this man wants he believes in them. And anybody he believes in, I love to slight them. But unfortunately, I just couldn't find it in myself to believe it. You know what I'm saying? I actually think that's a hell of a reason. But then it's like, damn, okay, well, that's effed up. But if ABA won that game, they would have had to do the same thing. So it's like for
But
me, I
hold
look at it
on.
like
But look,
it's the same.
to their, not to say that they were gonna beat them anyway, but that's what they did, and they feeling like that as well. Feel what I'm saying? So ain't nobody happy when it comes to that type of situation.
And that's all I'm saying. I look at it like ABA would have had to do the same thing.
Yeah, but
If
they
you would have
played them. Yeah, they played
if
them
they
at full
played,
strength though, and you see what they did to Lambeau. Lambeau only played literally one game.
that's what I'm saying. My thing is, if ABA played Osceola, 1 hour later, ABA would have had to do the same thing if they won that game. What are we arguing about? It's two teams in the same predicament. If anything, the only argument should
And
be
the results was definitely not gonna be the same.
why are we speaking things that we don't
Bro.
know?
Okay, all right.
Come
Okay.
on, man. We around here speaking as if we Auntie Cleo and we can see better what the future is. We don't know. The game never happened, right? For
Hey,
all what
this is
as
what
I
coach
you know
said.
my favorite one. What if Boynton was a half a toe away from being national champions,
They
but it
was.
didn't
Yeah,
happen?
they was right there. They
Okay,
was right there.
a Gorilla Mob was a touchdown away from knocking off 2-time, finna be 3-time champions.
Read that.
ABA could have played Lambeau. We didn't play DMV. Again, they could have. I don't make the schedule. That's what the schedule said. I just know that two teams would have been in the same predicaments when they played Lambeau.
You know why it didn't happen? Because they went off the point system, right? They went off the point system, and basically it made them play versus ABA again. They should have been able to play a team that they haven't played. It wasn't that many teams in
I
there.
agree.
Yeah, you agree, bruh.
I
But you
agree.
don't empathize.
But I don't. There you go. I agree. I think that if Lambeau took a forfeit, then they should have played ABA because you didn't play a real game. You took a forfeit, right? That's how I feel. But I don't make the damn schedule. I am just the media person that comes on and talks about it afterwards. But guess what, man? Two teams would have been in the same predicament. The only real justice I give Osceola is that they will have to travel back home. So they might not have wanted to do that and travel back home. But it'll be different if you told me, well, if ABA played, they would have gave ABA about 3-4 hours rest, and then they probably would have gave ABA 1 hour to instead of time to play. Mere bag of shells at this point. I gotta give credit to what happened, not this, that, this, that, this, that. But guess what? All this gonna be solved next week. All this gonna be solved next week, y'all. Because when y'all hear this YNC preseason talk, none of this is gonna matter. None of this is gonna matter. I'm going right back to this. Every time he says something. Okay, none of this is gonna matter next week. I'm telling y'all, when we get to talking this YNC preseason, these teams, none of it's gonna matter, bro. Because only one team can win, and we all know what that team is. I ain't gonna say it yet. You gotta wait. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm telling y'all, it's only one team can win, and y'all gonna see, bro.
So do you what team that you feel like that? I don't know, bro. I feel like a team one of them teams go pull out. I don't know. I'm just feeling it. Just something telling me that. But yeah, man, go ahead and end us out, man.
This was a great day, man. We had some 12U business talk. All right, we're gonna have to find some time. I'm gonna really find some time because I sent him my 13U list, and I think y'all are like my 13U list better than y'all like my 12U list. Okay, my 13U list is undeniable. It's undeniable, y'all. You got to respect it. If anything, I just want them to put it out at this point just so that y'all can see it and y'all can give me a fair ranking and give me a fair accord. But we appreciate y'all for logging in, man. If you on the YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go up. If you on your phone, hit the thumb button, and then go on down, hit that like button. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you're on that Instagram, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that follow button. Then hit that like button. Then go on over to Fanatic Media _ hit that follow button. I appreciate y'all been getting a lot of followers, a lot of big names too. Have definitely been coming out. Shout out to the Route King for hitting my inbox and just telling me he like what we do. And that's all I got, bro.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, like I say, man, it's important that y'all hit that like button, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to be on tomorrow. I believe I got like a 6U coach who won't smoke with all 6U teams. So from the DMV area. So I know
Oh my God.
Hey, so I know you don't want to hear it.
my
But
God.
anyway, man, we share eyes on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just like I know, just like you see, I know how to peep out the underdog, which was at one point was Osceola. They no longer a sleeper team. That's a team that that can pretty much beat anybody, long as they bring in their A game. Y'all can see the same with ABA. I had this young man right here putting them at their number 2 spot, even after dogging them the whole duration. So, I basically just slow roll everything, and then you see it come to fruition, and then you just see how it just roll out while he try to debate it. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, man. It was good to spank this dude all over the internet again. You know what I'm saying? As I always do. But man, thank y'all again. We out, man. National Sports Chat, Sports Fanatic. Make sure I hit the
team out of DMV.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please,
Everybody get love.